Okay, hello. We are here with Katja Diehl of Hamburg, Germany, and recently published the book Autokorrektur, which is making some serious waves in Germany, as I understand, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you for the
excited.
invite.
Yes, absolutely. I'm super excited to talk with you about your book. We're going to do a separate segment on that. For today, we're going to go straight to some city ratings for your dear beloved city of Hamburg. I understand you're a city girl at heart, and Hamburg is the city that has your heart, and Berlin, which is also a city you often spend time in. So our city rating scores we do on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 the highest, and we rate the walkability, public transit, and cycle friendliness. This is not a scientific rating, it's about impressions, and even scores could change if I talk to you in 6 months. So which city do you want to start with?
I will start with Hamburg.
Okay, let's start with Hamburg, and I'll let you pick which one you want to begin with, PT, cycling, or walkability.
I think I will start with PT because maybe it is the best score I can give
Okay.
regarding Hamburg, because we really have a nice network and we have some changes also running that you can find. It is called HVV Switch. It's an app where you can find PTO, as a public transport, but also bicycles for rent, cars for rent. So you have it all in one hand. That when you have like the service running, that you are not seeing just the public transport, but all the things you can use in Hamburg. And I think it's really showing that the public transport system in Hamburg is open to embrace other modes of transport and is just leaving the silo, so to say. And I'm really seeing the public transport in Hamburg. It's clean, tidy. I like to use it, and I can reach out to the main destinations I always have, because I live at a tube station, which is running to the main train station. So I really have a really good system running for me. So I will place a kind of 8, I think, for public transport.
Okay.
Bicycling in Hamburg is getting better because we have a politician being aware of bicycle needs, because he himself is a bicyclist. He's not driving the car so much. He's a father, and he's going also to the school with his children on a bike. And I think that is something that is really, really important when you have someone as a politician using the system and not just seeing the system from the view of a car. And he is doing pop-up bike lanes. He is doing a car-free Jungfernstieg, which is a really nice touristic spot also in Hamburg, because it's well known. And this part is now car-free. They have like wooden benches. They have places where you can sit, and it's even more quiet there. And you feel the future if you are cycling there, because it's really like not like being in stress as normally. And I think he's really showing that he's serious with also getting the space from cars, but there's so much left to do. So I will put it on a 7, I guess. And the walkability of Hamburg, it's really not so easy, because there are different parts of Hamburg who maybe have different scores. The place where I live, you can't go with a wheelchair. You can't go if you're not so good with the walking, because the heavy cars put like really, really strong efforts also on the basic layers. So I think when you have a wheelchair, I never saw someone with a wheelchair. In my house, someone with a wheelchair, he's using the street to have his way, because he can't use the really narrow and really, really not so good built walking ways. So I think in general, I will put it on a 6. Regarding my own hood, it's a 3.
Okay, thanks for distinguishing too your general score and your own neighborhood. That's important. Okay, let's move on to Berlin.
Berlin is for me, I will start with walkability, because for me it's more about really, really wide spaces and places sometimes, and that is not the problem to walk there. If you want to cross, it's getting more serious, because I have some of the red light, green light situations. Crossing a street, me as a healthy person even was not able to cross a street so fast as it should be. And I think that is something where we need more, put more effort into the weak persons or the vulnerables. But the walkability of Berlin, I think it's sometimes it's feeling stressful. And of course, people are complaining because we are having this really, really huge amount of e-scooters who are always parked on the sideways, which is of course weakening the system for people who are using the sidewalks. But I will put it on a 7. Public transport is for me in Berlin. In the inside of Berlin, it's really good. You can reach every kind of place you want to reach, but it's really sometimes feeling a rural area beside of this S-Bahn-Ring, so it's called. Like when you're leaving the inner city, you can have the feeling of being in rural areas because you're not having so much buses running. But if you're really living in the city center, I think it's an 8. And the bicycling, for me, I worked before the pandemic situations 2 days a week in Berlin, and I had this rented bike, but I put it away really soon because it was really, for me, feeling not so secure to drive there, to have my bicycle there. I think I will put it on a 6.
Thank you for that. That's very interesting. And we're going to dive deeper into some of those notes you had about the various aspects in our next chat with you about your book as well. So I look forward to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.